producer Dan. And we got on the line with us right now, Tony Frisella. Hey, Tony, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. We're always lively in the morning. Tell us about yourself.
So, obviously, the name's Tony Frisella. I'm Tony Frisella Jr., because I get confused with my father all the time. But running for St. Charles County Council District 3, which covers all the Dardian Prairie and Cottleville townships. A lot of people don't know what the districts are made up of. I know before I was running, I didn't know a whole lot about it either. And as I got more involved, really understanding the dynamics of local government has been pretty interesting.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of turmoil here in St. Charles County, definitely over the last week or two. And what's your take on all of that? That's probably what drove you to run, did it not?
Well, the real reason I'm running is what started it was during COVID. My boys were in the Francis House School District, and my wife actually took a very active role speaking at a couple of different school board meetings that they had about masks and our kids. I have 3 kids. Now they're 8, 6, and 2. So this played pretty close to home for us. And when all the CRT stuff started coming up in Francis House with the gentleman that they brought in to talk, and I showed up at that meeting, and when I saw the clown show that school board meeting turned into, I was like, we're done. So we pulled our kids out of Francis House, and then as we started to discuss more with some of the local leaders at the state level, at the county level, Bill Eigel, Bob Onder, Joe Brazel, and really starting to understand kind of how things worked, I was like, maybe we need to take a different look at how we get involved. And I was approached when it was found out that I was in the District 3, the new District 3, because they've redistricted everything. And many people don't know, how they broke up Boone, the Boone Township. And, parts of Defiance now are considered part of the Dardian Prairie Township in the voting block.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. I got to find out where I am because I'm right on the edge of Garden Prairie. I might actually be in your district. Hey, you can get a vote now because
Double D from just south of 40 all the way down to 94, and 94 all the way up to 40 now. That wedge, that triangle, mostly it's bush wildlife there, but all those homes on the east side of Double D are now considered the Dardian Prairie Township.
Oh, yeah, we're getting close to where we are. We're right across from Bush. But, yeah, no, actually, I agree with you with all that. Our kids go to How High, and so we fought it. So thank you for fighting that fight because we're thinking very much alike on all of these issues. So what about some of the election issues? What's your take on that?
So I went to the county council meeting on Monday night. And, I've been watching a lot of these meetings on YouTube and just trying to stay involved in the day-to-day. Well, this time I just had to go, and I was blown away at how much the citizens are getting involved in every little detail of the elections. And the concerns, the overwhelming concerns that the citizens of St. Charles County have, and for those of those that aren't involved, I just posted a story on my Instagram about the video you can watch on YouTube. If you start at 40-minute mark on YouTube, you can see overwhelming evidence that our elections are not as tight as we like to think they are. We may be the most conservative county in Missouri, but that does not mean we can be apathetic to just assuming that all of our elections and everything in government is okay. It's not.
I watched that meeting, Tony.
Stand guard.
We do. I watched that. I live streamed it. I watched it. We need you on that council. Let's just say you're on the council. What are the top issues you're going to be facing here?
Well, first and foremost, when it comes to the issues up there, the council members are not reflective of the demographics of St. Charles County. The average age is around 40. I just turned 36. I have a young family. I have 2 companies. And, I think they're all nice guys, but we need people that are actually doing life as the citizens are day to day in St. Charles County. That's first and foremost. We just need a little bit different representation up there. But I'm a conservative. I'm a freedom. I'm a liberty guy. I don't believe government should be doing or have done the things that they did through COVID. I think they've completely overstepped their bounds. I think the people are much smarter than the government thinks we are, and we can make our own decisions. We're proving day in and day out that we are more informed than many of the officials that we have elected in some cases or have allowed to stay in government for as long as they have.
And the good news, I just checked it out. I was listening. I could multitask on this. I looked up. Yes, I am in your district. So once we are off the air, email me, and let's try to see if we can't help you out in our neighborhood and surrounding neighborhoods.
No, absolutely.
I know nobody else out there probably going, hey, wait a minute.
And it's not just, and it's not just for people that are in your district, because you being on that council, that helps all of us in St. Charles County. How can people help? What can they do? How can they take part?
So obviously there's signs. I have my first meet and greet fundraiser tomorrow night, Sugar Creek Winery in Defiance. But you can go to the website, votefortonyfrisella.com, and you can donate there. Right now, there are so many people, and this is what's really exciting. There are so many people that are getting involved for the first time to run for anything, all different kinds of offices. But what that's also doing is it's really pulling away from the pool of donations that are out there. And at the end of the day, everybody who's running for office will tell you money does win races. It has a big impact on it. If you're somebody out that you believe in, whether it's $5, $10, it really matters. This election cycle, this next election, it's a very, very, very telling time because so many people's eyes are open, and there are so many fresh candidates out there. Like myself, I'm an outsider, never done this before. I'm excited about it. I think I represent what a lot of the citizens of St. Charles County stand for, and I'm excited to finally stand up and say, okay, this is what we need to be doing.
You mentioned a meet and greet. Can you give us that information again? Is that open to the public or?
Yeah. Anybody can come. It's tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at Sugar Creek Winery in Defiance, Missouri. There'll be food, there'll be drinks. Anybody can come. I would love to meet anybody and everybody. I'm an open book. Any questions anybody wants to ask, I'll give a few minutes of kind of where I stand on many different issues going on. Again, this voting is a very, very, very big topic, and more people need to be getting involved in this topic. So I'm going to speak to that. Very excited about it. I love meeting people, so I hope to see as many people as possible tomorrow night.
Yeah, and even if you're not in the district and you got family in the district, reach out to those folks because this is an important election. It is,
and it's important even if you're not in Tony's district. Guess what? It's important for you too. Make sure you support Tony Frisella.
I got to be at the airport at 6:15, but I'm going to get you and I'll email and we will collaborate and strategize here in the weeks ahead. How's that, Tony?
Absolutely. And one thing I would push everybody to do is get involved and understand how the districts lay out.
Yes.
You can go online. St. Charles County has it on their website, their map. You can look at all this information and see where you sit. It's kind of mind-boggling how all the lines are drawn, but definitely take a look at it and understand and get involved. Just understand who your current representative is locally, on a state level,
absolutely.
At the U.S. level. It's so important.
It's all local. Hey, Tony Frisella, thank you, and we'll have you back on sometime soon, but we'll still talk. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right, you too. We'll be back right after this on Ampton the AM.